Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my May favorites and flops, hits and misses. I never know what to call it, so like May favorites and flops, I guess. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things that didn't work for me and a bunch of stuff that did. So I hope you guys do enjoy this video and let's go ahead and get started. So I'll incorporate the flops in between my misses. Oh no, my hits, not my misses. And we'll kind of just go from there. The first like wonderful thing that appeared into my life this month is the Flower Beauty BB cream. This is in BB2. I go between BB2 and BB1, but I did a first impression review and wear test over this bad boy and I am in love, and sadly my Walmarts are like clearing out Flower Beauty, which is horrible, but I can still get it online and this is full coverage. It's amazing. I will put a card here for the review and I will link it down below if you guys want to see it, because it's amazing. You just need to go check the video out. Next, I have my Clinique Moisture Surge Intense Hydrating Moisturizer. Bought the full size of this bad boy because it's made a huge change in my skin. It's hydrated my skin, it's plumped my skin. I feel like it's also keep my acne at bay because it's not clogging my pores, because it's more water-based instead of the more like moisturizer, lotion-based moisturizer I was using beforehand. I feel like this is helping a lot. Really like it, really love the feeling it's giving my skin, and I haven't broken out in a while. Knock on wood, we're gonna keep that at bay here, but this has done wonders and I have nothing bad to say about it right now because I honestly love it so much. I love the feeling it gives. I love the cooling feeling. I love like when I'm spreading it out on my face. Well, not spreading out, rubbing it out on my face. It feels so good. It feels luxurious when it is $39 for the full size, but on it feels like a Tatcha moisturizer or something. Granted, I don't know what that feels like because it's really expensive, but you know. Next, I have a concealer right here. This is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser of a Dark Circle Concealer. I bought like the foundation version of this, which is like in a really big bottle, really long time ago, and I thought that was the concealer, and oh, bless my heart. I thought that was the concealer and I was using it as a concealer for like the longest time. I was like, why is everyone saying this is so good? This is horrible. There's no coverage. It's so greasy. And then I looked at the bottle one day and then I looked at like this when I was in stores and I was like, oh, Taylor, you're using the wrong thing. And then it clicked to me. I was like, oh my gosh, I really am. And then my cousin was like, yeah, you're doing completely like wrong there. So I bought this and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. This like, when you turn right here, you're not able to see the darkness that's right here in the corner. Your under eyes are so bright and lifted and full coverage, and it honestly looks amazing. I wouldn't change anything about it. It is really a great concealer. So one miss that I want to talk about that I did give a little, talk through when I filmed my Sephora Play unboxing for this month. This is the Revlon Photo Ready Airbrush Effect Makeup. This is just weird in my opinion. I don't like the way it sits on my face. There's glitter in here. I feel like the color is really yellow. It looks fine right now because I'm concealed in bronze and everything like that, but it just looks weird. It sticks to my baby hairs. It's on my face. It doesn't blend out that well. It doesn't sink into my skin. And I can't get over the fact that there's micro glitters in here. Like, why would you put glitters in a foundation? I just don't understand that. I don't know if there's like a different, better foundation from Revlon, because I've heard they have good foundations, but this is like horrible. I do not like this at all. Something else that I've been loving powder wise, and I don't remember if I mentioned this last month, but it needs like a mention every month because it's amazing. I got this off of Jessica Braun's recommendation. This is a Physicians Formula Youthful Wear Translucent Illuminating Finish Powder. You have to get the illuminating one because it is honestly life-changing for me. I wouldn't be surprised if I like hit pan on this at the end of the month. I mean, it is the most creamiest, most like coverage, most brightening powder I have used in a very long time. That is it right there in the center. And when you put this on your under eye, no matter what concealer you're using, it could be the worst concealer you have or the best concealer you have, it sets it and it looks like, I don't even know how to describe it, like so bright, so perfect under your under eyes, and I love it for my under eyes, especially my under eye. Like, I just can't even find the words to describe it. It looks magical. It looks amazing. This is probably like the only powder I will, ooh, that scared me because I thought I almost just dropped it. This is the only powder I'm using right now to set my under eye, and I love it. I use like the Wet n Wild one to set the rest of my face. but that powder I will always now purchase. So we'll incorporate another mist right now. This is the Pure Beauty sponge. We got this in a trio in last month or the month before that, BoxyCharm. The trio retailed for like $30 something. I don't know how much these retail for alone. Do not like this. It is very stiff compared to like the L'Oreal sponge, Real Technique sponge, even the Beauty Blender. I don't think these are worth the money. Definitely not for the trio. They're just not good. I feel like they don't blend out product well. I feel like you're like hitting it really hard on your face. I feel like it soaks up product also. Maybe because I've fallen so much in love with my L'Oreal one, it does none of that. I have high expectations for like every sponge I try after, but I'm just not a fan of it. I feel like for coming from Pure and a brand that, you know, is a little more pricey than normal drugstore makeup, like L'Oreal prices, that L'Oreal sponge is like $7. I thought it would be more impressive. Another product I have actually just fallen in love with that I've had for a really long time is the Maybelline Master Contour palette. This got released a very, very long time ago, but I have fallen back in love with this for traveling purposes. So what I will normally do is whenever I go to like my boyfriend's house, my cousin's house, my grandma's house, anywhere like that, and I don't take a lot of makeup, me and my boyfriend, maybe we don't know what we're gonna do that weekend, I just take a little bare necessities. I will normally just take this in this Real Techniques multitasker brush, and this is the only stuff I use for my face makeup. I will dip the very tip of this into the bronzer, bronze my face. I'll take the side of it into the blush, add blush, and then I'll take the other side of it, I'll dip into the highlight and then highlight my face. Those are really like the three things I need. I don't need that much face makeup, especially if we're just maybe going to the store, going to the park, just anything like that. I've just been really enjoying this again. The powders aren't anything, you know, spectacular or creamy. I really like the highlight and I mean, I really like all of them, but it's not like you're getting some like amazing product. They're not that pigmented when you swatch them, but they're really pretty on the face. They blend out nicely, and I think it's great just for that travel purpose because I'm able to have all three products I need right here, and I don't have to take a single bronzer, a single blush, and a single highlight. They're all three great products and they're all together. So a mist I have right here, and this is like a weird mist because it's just weird. I mean, it's not weird because it's deodorant, but this is the Degree Dry Spray Deodorant in Sexy Intrigue, I think. I think it's a smell I don't like, and I think it's the way that it not sprays out. Okay, this is weird. I spray it on my underarms in the morning for school. If I spray, like I spray a good amount of deodorant, you know, you want it to last throughout the day. And the spray gets in my throat and I end up coughing. It's like hairspray. It's like, what is this? My Dove spray didn't do this. So I actually just repurchased a Dove spray and I'm hoping that'll be better because I think it's just, this is too strong. I do not like the scent. It's too strong. I feel like when you spray it, the smell, like it attacks your airways and you can't breathe. I end up dying coughing in the corner of my bathroom. It's just, it's not working. So I do not like that. So another hit I have is, this is actually very old. I've had it for a very, very long time. It's not old like in the sense of like makeup lifespan, but I've just had it for a while. This is the Physicians Formula Argan Wear Bronzer. I've used this for a very long time. I actually have two of them. And I love the smell of it. Some people I know will complain about it, but if you're sensitive to smells, I definitely wouldn't recommend it because it definitely has a strong argan wear smell to it. But you can't even see, you can like kind of see it barely. It's right there. It's a little bit of a lighter bronzer, but honestly, I love it just for a very simple, not in your face bronze, but like you can still see like, hey, she's not a snowman, she's got some color, kind of like that. And I love it for that. I'm actually a huge fan of the smell. When you do apply it to your face, you can still smell it, but then it fades away. So I would definitely keep that in mind. And it does, when you first get it, it has like a gold reflect over the top. That rubs away sadly, and it doesn't bother me because other than that, this is a pretty matte bronzer. There's no shimmer in it. I would definitely say it's a little, like 1 or 2 shades lighter than the Butter Bronzer, depending on which one you get, but I still really like it. So a mist I have right here are these Formula 10.0.6. I don't know if there's like a better way to say that, but these are the Keep Me Clean Clarifying Facial Wipes in Cucumber Witch Hazel. I just don't like facial wipes. I don't see the use for them. I will definitely use these now for like swatches or just like if I spill something to rub it up real quick. I feel like these throw my skin off. Like it's kind of like I have my skin in a routine, and if I add like this stuff in, it's kind of like, wait, like what are you doing? What's going on? So I feel like these kind of mess me up. I feel like they may cause acne, cause a little bit of texture when I obviously don't want texture. So I just know, I don't like it. I just don't like them. I'm not feeling it. I don't know. Next thing I have to talk about, which is, I need everybody to know this. I'm sure everybody does know this, but I got on a bandwagon probably a month ago. These are the e.l.f. Baked Blushes and Highlighters. I own all three. I believe they just released a third one that's a little more peachy. So I'm sure you've heard the whole talk about how these are horrible, and they are horrible when you first buy them. I totally agree with the claims of that. When you first buy them, there's no pigment, they're dry, they're crusty. There's just nothing good about it. You're like, why would I spend $4 on a highlight like that? I mean, they're gorgeous when you look at them though. So when you first buy these, you need to take like a butter knife or a pocket knife. I used a pocket knife. You need to scrape off the first layer, just a very thin little layer of these, and just watch. This one is in Moonlight Pearls. I scraped off the first layer of this and I'm rubbing my finger in it right now. And look at that. The swatch when I first got these did not look like that. It looked horrible. That is it right there. And keep in mind, this is a $4 highlight. That is beyond gorgeous. It's amazing. It goes for all these. This one is in Pinktastic. This is actually a blush, which I do not use that as a blush because it's definitely more of a kind of a pinky highlighter, and it's right above there. That is Moonlight Pearls. That's Pinktastic. I would pick these up in a heartbeat. If you see them anywhere, Target always has them. I know Walmart already has them. This one is in Blush Gems. This one is gorgeous also. They're all gorgeous. They all have something different about them. Blush Gems a little more golden. Moonlight Pearls is the lightest, and the Pinktastic one has a little more pink in it. I definitely think they're worth $4, and the time you need to spend to scrape off the top layer, I think it's worth it. So this is my last mist, and then I have like a hit that's kind of incorporated with it. These are the Skinfood Egg White Pack Peel Off Pack for nose, forehead, and jaw. And then my mists are the Be Your strips. Mostly these, I'm just using these for comparison. But this is the mist. This is the Be Your strips. This is the like nose and forehead one in the white. These are the charcoal ones. The charcoal ones are good. Don't get confused with those. The white ones I do not like at all. They're not as good as the charcoal. They don't get as stiff. They don't dry as hard. They don't pull like all the gunk out of your face as good. I'm very disappointed I got these, but I'm still going to use them up because they pull a little bit out, but they don't pull nearly enough out that the other two do. These are amazing. I've always been a fan of the charcoal ones for a while, but these blow these out of the water. I will always buy the Skinfood ones now over these Be Your charcoal ones. This pulled so much stuff out of my nose, my forehead, and right here. That's the only place they give you patch for. It's like a little triangle here, here, and the nose. So much stuff came out that I didn't even know that was there, that I'm kind of like, okay, so I'm gonna do this like once a week now, or like once a month, because I need, you know, I need that stuff out of my face. And it was kind of cool, and they're only like $7, so they actually are cheaper than the Be Your strips. Way better. So I recommend picking these up from Ulta. That's where they do sell them, and I'm sure you can get them on Amazon too. So my next two hits, and then we are finally done. I'm wearing this on my lips right now. This is the Maybelline Vivid Matte Liquid Lipstick in shade Tin Nude Flush. I forgot how much I like this. For a while I didn't like it because I just didn't know how I feel about it, and honestly I like it. It's comfortable. It kind of reminds me of the ColourPop like satin matte ones. It's a beautiful, beautiful shade. So I definitely want to pick some more up now that I'm 100% just, you know, firm on my thoughts about this, and I actually really like it. It's very comfortable. It's not the most long wearing lipstick because it does transfer, it does come off, but I think it's definitely the most comfortable, and it has like a moussey texture, really pretty color, so I definitely want to look into more of these. And then lastly, what I have on my eyeballs today is the ABH Modern Renaissance palette. I mean, everybody and their mother talks about this. That's a given, and I just fell back in love with it. I just love the shades for the summer. I'm using like the Real Gar shade, Warm Taupe, Red Ochre, and then a little bit of Vermeer and Tempera on my brow bone. So if you want a tutorial over this, let me know. But I just fell back in love with it for this month. I think it's gorgeous. I really like the shades. I want to create something using just like the pinks in here, but I just love it. I just fell back in love with it. I haven't been wearing makeup for too long just because of school and everything. There's just really no time for me to do it in the morning. But today was like the first time I was able to, you know, play with makeup, and I just fell back in love with it. So I hope you guys did enjoy my May favorites and flops, hits and misses. I always say like I said in the beginning, I just never know what to call it. But I hope you guys did enjoy. I will have all the products, everything down below. That way you guys can see, you know, obviously if you're interested in any of this stuff, if you can see where to get it and how much it is and everything like that. Thank you so much for watching and being here, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, y'all.